Hello, hello, everyone. We're going to be checking out a review from Psyche today on Duet Night Abyss. And I've heard
Hello.
this review did not go that well. Some people have said they're very much gotcha pilled with this. And I
We'll
invited
have to
my
see
friend
about it.
Josh over to also give commentary. They have
Hello.
not played. Wait, have you played Duet Night Abyss yet?
No, I have not played I've not played DuetNightAbyss, though I've seen gameplay from it, and I've heard it has similar features to certain gotchas I do play.
It's
So I
basically anime
wanna.
Warframe.
No, again, I know. You've told me this like 7 times.
I'm just repeating what everyone else said because I've never played Warframe, so I'm just taking them at their word.
Well, yeah, it's fine. Anyways.
All right, let's start this.
Night Abyss has just launched, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't think it's all that impressive. The game
Okay.
Okay, we're not starting off strong here.
Okay. I'm
boasts one
keeping
of the
myself
first mobile
optimistic.
games that was formerly a gacha but transitioned to a gacha-less model afterwards, with the incentives that it's a game that respects your time and no fear of missing out in its mechanics. It certainly sounds a bit too good to be true, and let's be real here. It is. Hi, my name is Psyche, and I'll be breaking down each of DNA's features and let you know what I think if it's good or bad for the future of gacha games. However, despite all of what was promised, the thing I think DNA will struggle with the most is something more ingrained in its design, and not actually related to the monetization or farming mechanics. So today I have a lot to say about this potential future giant indie gacha gaming space. Let's get right down to it. First, there's something I would like to address. DuetNightAbyss is certainly taking gacha game graphics to the next level. Since it's developed on Unreal Engine, you can expect performance to be a bit hit or miss. This game is also teetering on what mobile phones can handle. I will not be commenting on the performance for the remainder of the review, but
I'll just say right now, until the game is better optimized, you should not be playing it on phone. You should probably be
Do
playing it
do
on
not play it
PC.
on phone. Your phone will quite literally turn into the sun.
to my
Also, I
knowledge,
will
it
say
suffers from
this.
occasional performance issues on certain PCs at the
Yeah.
moment, and I shudder to think what those playing on a phone will be like. Now, I don't do any of the technical side and do any benchmarking here, but I did run a quick test on my own phone to see what it's like. And the question you might ask is, what the hell are you running the game on to get it this smooth? Well, it can be none other than the Red Magic 11 Pro, which also happens to be the
great.
sponsor
Oh,
of
what
this video.
the-
The Red Magic series of gaming phones is a brand that I've purchased with
I'll
my
give
own
it to him.
money.
That's a
The
good
11 Pro is
transition
their
for an
newest
ad.
release that boasts an
Okay,
even
yeah.
higher level of performance than before. Featuring the newest chipset, the
I mean, I'm not gonna
Snapdragon
get it,
8
but, like, you
Elite
know.
Gen 5,
I
a
have
behind-the-display
considered getting
camera,
a
so
new
there's no
phone.
camera notch that blocks your view
I
when
don't
playing
need
a
a new
game or watching a
phone, to be
video.
honest.
A 144 Hz
Oh, hey,
I
look,
mean,
a
it does
better
look
game.
good.
industry's
I will give
first
it that. It looks
mass-produced
really
smartphone
good.
with liquid cooling, starting at
Yeah.
256 gigabytes storage of space and a whopping 7,500 milliamp battery capacity. If you use the phone casually, you can
Though I
get
think
away
when
with
I
charging
play
it once
Honkai
every
Star
2
Rail on my
days,
phone,
maybe even 3.
I
You may also
have it,
noticed that there is a cooling fan on the side that blows
upwards
air
instead
from
of
one end to the other.
sideways.
You can even customize the
I
RGB
think.
settings on it that displays on the backside. On top,
Honestly, it's called
there's a
landscape and
headphone
portrait
jack.
mode.
I know. One of those in 2025 is rarer than you think. So that's what the hardware has to offer. What about gaming? It comes with a dedicated switch on the side that lets you access the gaming space, and you can customize
think
its
we should
features
skip
while
this.
gaming
I
for
think
better
we're
enjoyment.
fine
The
to
most
skip
innovative
this.
Yeah,
DuetNightAbyss.
yeah.
Let's return to the video. DuetNightAbyss is developed by Pan Studio and published by Hero Games, which to my understanding are relatively small in scale, and this game must have taken a pretty big cut out of their budget.
I would
Anyways, after
imagine
a lengthy
so.
campaign of over
Not as
2
small as other
years,
games.
the game is finally out. But what's supposed to be a game that had the traditional approach of a stamina system and gacha banners has changed to something we've never seen before. I guess we'll start with an overview of the game. I read the story when I was playing during its first closed beta test, and I thought it was pretty good. The game features a dual narrative approach, so the two protagonists are not just versions or alter egos of each other, but rather completely different people with their backstories. It's also
That's
Which
good.
is actually funny for me because I didn't know that going in. So I named my initial character Dawn, and then when the second character popped up, I'm like, wait, I didn't expect this.
Dawn can be gender neutral if needed.
I just named him Lane.
Uh, I mean, hey,
refreshing to see a
Duel,
gacha protagonist not have the
what's it
typical
called? Duel,
amnesia trait where they're a blank slate. It's definitely one of the better
not
gacha
like
game
a
stories
blank.
I've gone through, well, in terms of 3D gachas at least. I think some
Yeah.
of the facial animations still look a little bit off for the NPCs.
Yeah,
but
I'm not
for
gonna
the
mean-
defend that.
presentation is fine.
Yeah.
They're probably pretty proud of that intro fight scene. I would like to also give a quick shout out to the music. The track variety is impeccable and are all
The music
beautifully
is pretty
composed.
good, yeah.
Sometimes
I'll
takes
need
a
to
page
listen to the
straight out of
music.
Nier Automata, which
Hi,
happens to
Nier.
feature my favorite video game soundtrack of all time. As for the
You
gameplay,
say
you
Nier
can only
Automata?
on-field one character at a time, but I suppose the game was trying to go for a more co-op approach in the late game with different roles like support, DPS, and healers. You can equip one melee and ranged weapon, all with their different variations. Worth mentioning that every character can use every weapon, though the element the weapon attacks are infused with will still match the character's element. When you use left click, you swing the weapon, and holding right click fires the gun.
Gosh, I just realized
There's all
how
sorts of
much
moves
time
and
that
combos you can do,
saves.
like attacks right after
Yeah.
a slide, when slamming down,
Imagine having
when
to
holding,
grind
or
for an
pressing
elemental
attack
piece.
repeatedly. You have a dodge move to evade enemy attacks, a slide to initiate a healing
Genshin,
sweep,
yeah.
though I struggle to see why you would ever use the slide by itself. You have a shield meter above
mean,
your health
movement.
and an energy gauge to use your skill where
Yeah, the reason you use the slide is so you can jump upwards, fire your gun over and over again, and basically just fly. Which
Yeah.
is basically what everyone's doing.
Again, movement.
Yup.
alt attack. I found most of the content in the game to be pretty easy. As long as you level everyone to an acceptable range, you can just spam left click to get through it.
Yeah,
There's some
kinda.
miscellaneous activities you can do in the overworld, like fishing, shooting minigames, and catching Genimon. I didn't really get too deep into it, but some of the Genimon can have some unique effects, like
I
picking
hate that
up
they're
enemy
called
drops
Genimon.
at
I need
longer
to-
range.
I need to do
When
more
you're
with
not doing
Genimon.
co-op, you can set 2 other AI companions
I
to
hate that
fight
they're called
alongside
Genimon.
you, but co-op content will take one of those AI slots away for every extra player. I should also mention that DNA is not marketed as an open world game, but rather an RPG with open world elements. You can't really do a lot of crazy things out in the wild, though sometimes you'll come across hidden chests and minigames. Just don't count on exploration being a big part of your experience here. There's also the impression system where you have a list of 6 personality traits, and choosing certain dialogue will increase one. When you perform a check, you roll a dice. The higher that stat, the higher the chance to succeed.
Hey,
I don't really
D&D.
think this
Yep,
matters
literal
all that much,
D&D.
and you can also just create the dice currency in the forging menu, so you can just keep trying again. But anyways, enough about the gameplay. Let's talk about the main attraction.
Oh
So,
no.
one of
So far,
DuetNightAbyss's main attractions is the promise of a no stamina system, respecting the
Yeah.
player's time, they said. You can farm whenever you want. Is all of that actually true? Let's see. Heading into the combat tab, you'll access many different commission types to complete for loot drops. All sorts of goodies can be farmed here, such as XP for your characters or weapons, demon wedges as the relic system for set bonuses, ascension material, and wins to farm for new characters and weapons. You can do these alone or in co-op, and some will take longer than others.
normally do it in
theory,
co-op
if you
if I
wanted to
can.
max out a character, you can just grind for hours and you'll be able to achieve just that.
Which I love.
The lack of stamina is a good thing, right? Well, in my opinion, not really. When you do a normal commission, you can use a booster to increase the drop rate of rewards for that run, with some of the better boosters netting you up to 20 times the rewards. The problem is that you have to buy these with premium currency. While you can make the argument that this is still better than having a stamina system since you can just farm whenever you want, you also have to come to terms that someone that's willing to pay a little extra will progress faster than you, even though you both put in the same amount of effort.
How is that bad in a co-op game?
I don't get it.
Because if someone's progressing faster than you, there's
That means
no
they can clear it
PvP.
easier.
And if anything, that actually helps the other person. Because
Yeah,
they're clearing
yeah,
content with you faster.
I was going to say quite literally. This means you finish faster. So what's
Yeah, what?
like the other thing as well? It's a single player game as well. It's not really.
I have heard in 1.1 they are introducing some kind of PvP stuff, but apparently even Warframe has that, so...
Again,
know.
I still don't. This seems like such a non-issue.
Yeah, it seems like a non-issue.
Oh, boo-hoo. Oh, boo-hoo, I'm progressing less faster.
Yeah, that's how
At least
I
you're
feel.
progressing. At least you're progressing. Hey.
Yeah, let's see if they can recover from that.
Whether this bothers you is purely subjective. No stamina system also means that
Doesn't
you
bother
don't
me.
get player XP from just completing commissions. You can check what activities give player XP, but since the better commissions drop mats at a higher rate, you want to raise that level quick. Also, one extra kudos I gotta give is that the game lets you equip the same demon wedge on multiple characters or weapons. So,
Which
since
I
you
love.
need like 20 of these per character, that's at least one less thing to worry
Other
about.
games should.
I'm gonna talk about my
should have
thoughts.
this.
Okay, that is like in Honkai Star Rail, you're able to equip your Casterus relics on the Tribi without having to farm the same stuff. Oh my gosh. That is one of the things I quickly realized about DuetNightAbyss where I'm like, thank you.
Again, it would be something that would be tricky to incorporate into certain games, but it would be a huge quality of life.
Yeah.
Or a relic swap system that'll was it called that you don't have to manually do it every single time.
Hey, be careful. Relic swapping. That triggers Genshin players.
Oh yeah, right. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry I had to throw that out. For the record, I do play Genshin, but I'm kind of on a break from it after the anniversary level 100 thing kind of pissed me off.
I refuse to play it.
Because of that or other reasons?
No, I just refuse to play it. Otherwise I'm playing too many gachas.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, if I'm not... I still need to catch up with Honkai Impact 3rd. One of these days I will, but it's,
We'll see what happens.
yeah.
Thoughts on the character and weapon system now. You have to get the secret letter currency, then buy the secret letter of the character or weapon, then run the covert commission for the chance for their shard to drop. I'm not gonna explain all of it in detail again since I did it in the sponsor video. Anyways, 30 of it equals 1 copy of them. In short, I think the system is good, but not as good as you think. First, I'd like to point out that you can skip the grind with the premium currency. This will cost you around $50 with some leftover, assuming you have the first top-up bonus. Do I have a problem that you can skip the grind with real money? No, not really.
Yeah.
Then why did you say that before?
Keep going.
If you consider that if you were to try using top-up packs to guarantee a 5-star in the conventional gacha game, you're likely gonna have to spend upwards of a couple $100s. So $50 in that context.
I don't know
not so
about
much
that.
However, you also
Explain.
I don't know about that. I don't know about spending a couple $100.
Yeah,
it
that might be
it
a little
really
much.
It really depends on where you stand more than it is spending a couple $100. Because for example, if I have enough to reach pity, I'm not spending a couple $100 to get the character.
Yeah, that's the thing. When people spend on these games, most people, at least from what I know, they only spend when they're really close to that guaranteed pity.
Again, most sane people.
Yeah, most sane people.
Yeah. So
have to
like
keep in
you're
mind
not
that
spending
each character has 6
hundreds.
dupe levels, and they all requires 30 shards
Oh,
each.
great dupe
Because the
levels.
shards are earnable in-game, this gives adepts and dedicated players room to make the dupe levels drastic increases to the character's strength, and defend that you can just grind it for free, so there's no problems here.
Yeah, I love that.
That may be true, except you have to factor in the amount of time you have to spend to do it, and will everyone have that much time on their hands? This is of course not including all the other ways you can upgrade the character, and acquiring weapons also has a...
What do you mean
Wait,
not everyone has the time to
huh?
do that? Okay, I put this out there on a video I never ended up making, but let's really do the math here. You get like 30 character shards, and factoring in if you have decent luck, you will unlock the character within like an hour.
Yeah.
That's an hour of your time. Versus on a typical gacha, how many hours worth from your work is that being converted into money? Because I'd say probably around a day's worth.
I guess depending on the gacha and depending on, let's say, how many currency you get from a normal gacha would depend on would depend on how many, was it like, let's say, dollars it would be, or time. Because I remember when I was playing Star Rail, I quite literally had to spend, I think, 2-3 weeks getting every single chest in in what's it called in Penacony just to get a chance to get certain characters, and that took around 3 4 days, 4 days of just non-stop getting what's it called getting chests.
Yeah, but
So it's like
another way to look at it, if you had to do like almost the same repetitive task over and over for like 5 to 6 hours to unlock a, okay, maybe 5 to 6 hours is a little much.
no, 5 to 6 hours is a lot, is a bit much. But
Okay,
3 to 4.
I'm gonna throw a little shade at Honkai Star Rail here. They probably wouldn't make it where you unlock the character within an hour. Let's say 2 to 3 hours to unlock
I was gonna say
the
3 to 4.
character.
Yeah.
Still, I would rather do that than risk not getting the character from Gacha.
Okay. I have a bone to pick with this real quick.
Go
okay,
ahead.
so and this is what's it called? Whoever's editing this, or if someone plans to edit this,
I'm
Adam
not
Limbus counted
editing
for
this. I'm uploading it raw.
Okay, so this is Limbus mentioned number 1. Limbus Company, we have a mirror dungeon, which is effectively simulated universe, which is where you're able to get shards for characters, effectively the same system that that Duet has, effectively, where you're able to grind battle pass experience to get ego shards, and those ego shards can be used to get the equivalent of characters or their weapons in a sense. So, and I will be 100% honest with you, I would rather do that than I would walk around to get every single chest and then fail to get a character because what's it called? I didn't save enough,
Or you just have bad luck.
or I just have horrible luck, basically.
Yeah, it never feels good going to hard pity.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am of the same mind, and I'm pretty sure many people are of the same mind. I'd rather
Oh, 100%.
grind out for a bit to get something guaranteed rather than possibly not get it at all.
Yeah. All right.
It's like, in technicality, it could be faster if you're lucky.
if you're lucky,
You're still grinding the same. You're still grinding the same. Like, people are grinding out the jades. They're not grinding out character shards, but they're grinding out what they need to get the character.
Yeah. And then for all we know, you could get your 8th Yongjing.
Now that would be lame. For me, it would
Why
be
would-
like E5 Fu Xuan, which I'm not against.
Again, it's like it's a whole thing.
All right, let's continue.
Yep.
Similar grinding system. I should also mention that the rate in which you get the secret letter clues is limited. While you still can farm these at a slower rate by manually farming, it's just another process you have to go through to get what you want. The lack
And
of a
what's the
stamina
issue
system
with
is
that?
honestly a double-edged sword, if you ask me. In a normal gacha game, you'll press one
Limbus
button to spend your stamina to
mentioned!
farm for all you can, then you're done for the day and you can spend your time doing other things.
Limbus
You do this every
mentioned!
day
Anyways.
or whenever you can. It's quick sessions of stimulus that expose you to just enough to form a habit
Okay.
and slow down your progression.
pause it
From a
real
player
quick.
retention perspective,
Okay,
Okay,
before you go into this, I have to say, I kind of have issue with the fact he says, oh, it, like, quickly becomes habit. That's not exactly a good thing in a
Yeah.
gacha game. Like, it's
Yeah.
good. It's good for the developers and the company, but for the player, not so much. One of the reasons I like DuetNightAbyss is because it's just like, oh, I don't have to do a daily today because I don't really care that much about the gacha currency. I just care about, trying to get as strong as I can. And I can dedicate some time to being like, this day, maybe I'll play like 2 to 3 hours. Next day, I don't play at all. Next day, I don't play at all. And then I grind 4 hours. I love
Okay.
that. That's one of the things I love about FGO's AP system. They give you so many apples. Now you can do it.
I have a bone to pick with you on that as well.
What?
Limbus Company mentioned number 2. You can do quite literally the same thing. You can do quite literally the same thing. What's it called? Okay, so on days where I have class, I will quite literally log into Limbus, change my AP to Enkephalin modules, which are basically used to skip just skip grinding in a sense. So I just do that. I get 6 for my day. I come home. I come home. I see that my AP's full. I charge my modules, and then I go to bed. I can choose whether or not I want to play that day or not. Like again, it's a big thing. And another thing as well, I'm happy Olympus Company is getting mentioned in some form because goddamn, this game is good, and it needs more recognition.
Maybe one day it'll truly get it.
One day. I mean, it's getting popular, but like that's about it.
It works
Not, like,
great, and
insanely
probably
popular.
why the vast majority of mobile games have them. It will continue
Oh,
to
Dark
have them
Knights.
in the foreseeable future. On the other hand, when you do the exact same thing over and over again for 3 hours, you're going to experience burnout, even if you
Yeah.
The big
Okay,
difference between that is that, like, what's worse for you? You, have it.
Yeah.
No. Actually, no. If you experience burnout from grinding too much in one session, then you'll just stop playing for a day or two, and then you'll come back to it.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if they're gonna mention it, but I will say, when you hit the gacha daily grind burnout, you go on a big hiatus from the game.
Okay, I have a bone to pick with you on that specifically.
That's how I was with Genshin.
Was it quite literally? That is why I sometimes stay away from Hoyo games, because I just go into the daily grind mindset, and I just get completely burned out.
But also,
and it's happening somewhat right now. That's the sad thing.
Well,
it's somewhat happening now, but I'm trying my best not to.
I mean, that's why with Honkai Star Rail, if you're just farming relics, you just go into battle and then you go do something else, come back, and it's like, oh, I'm done.
Oh, okay. I need to say this. I do that, but what I also do is in between days where I'm just like, I don't want to play a gacha. I'll just like log in. I'll log in, do what I need to, and then I'll just go play Minecraft. I'll go play, I don't know, Digimon.
I will
mix
say,
it up a bit. Yeah.
For me, a gacha lives and dies by how quick and how fun the dailies are.
Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it does.
Because technically, with Zenless, you can have your dailies done really quick. You technically don't even have to use your AP. Takes like a minute to do.
Mm-hmm.
Honkai Star Rail recently changed it where you can do all your battles at once rather than having to actively be there all the time.
Yep, and of course auto battle.
Genshin, you have to do the battles manually, and it makes when you don't get your relic drops what you want that much more frustrating. No, not relics, artifacts.
Literally anything. Literally anything you do in Genshin has to be done manually because it was designed that way, and it's just... Please just let there be a skip system. Don't.
Yeah, I wish there was. I don't mind it with bosses because, you know, you're at least guaranteed to get, like, your drops that you need and such.
It's at least interactive. It's interactive.
Yeah, like, the upgrade materials and such, I don't mind. But with artifact drops, it's like, complete RNG. And I swear, you get bad RNG enough, it makes you want to stay away from the game. That's what happened with me with Raiden Shogun. 2 to 3 months of farming, and I couldn't get a good headpiece, and I'm like, nah, I'm just done. It didn't help that the Genshin anniversary really soured that.
Again, oh, you think that's bad? What do you think about 6 to 8 months of relic farming pre Hu Tao, and then like 6 to 8 post farming Hu Tao?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, the only reason I got decent pieces were because I had some in reserve for her.
That's good. All right, let's continue.
But no, it's horrible.
You can fully complete the 6 dupe levels in like 2 hours. That's still going to be a lot of time for some people. Plus, given
2 hours is a lot for.
I'm sorry. I need to hear that again. I had to have misheard that.
Over again for 3 hours, you're going to experience burnout. Even if you can fully complete the 6 dupe levels in like 2 hours,
You can fully, you said it, you could fully complete basically getting the equivalent of Eidolon 6 for a character with 2 hours of grinding.
Okay, I have a question. Is it just me or does 3 not equal 2?
Say what?
Okay, he said you're farming for 3 hours, and then he said here, oh, you can complete a character in 2 hours. I don't know. Is it just me or does 3 not equal 2?
I think he's talking about something different, but I don't know about you. Actually, no, I do know you, but I'm pretty sure that both you and I would willingly choose even 5 to 6 hours of pure grinding just to max out a character's Eidolons in Honkai Star Rail. Not even max out a character's Eidolons, like even just
Don,
getting
can I
them
say
to
something
E2.
Don, can I say something real quick?
Go ahead.
I have farmed for months for a character that is only going to be here for 2 weeks until I have to wait 7 to 8 months to get it back. How do you think I feel?
Which character are you talking about?
I'm talking about Olympus Company and Walpurgis Snatch.
Ah.
But okay, basically what I'm saying is that again, I pre-farm for the character just so I could shard them. So, do you think I'm willing to waste 5 hours of my time? Not even 5 hours. Mirror Dungeon only takes like the Mirror Dungeon only takes like maybe minimum an hour, and I do it like once or twice daily. So again, I'm willing to put in the grind if it's worth it to get the character. And 9 times out of 10 it's worth it. Even if it's just for collection purposes.
Yeah, I just can't believe they said, oh yeah, maxing out a character's Eidolon may take 2 to 3 hours worth of grind. It's like, that's nothing.
That's child's play. That's
nothing.
But that is child's play. Try getting 400 shards in under 2 weeks.
It's like, you give me this, you give me that, or an option of gacha. I will choose that every single time.
Again, 100% I will choose. 100% I will choose to shard a ID or shard an ego over rolling for it if I have the time for it. If I do not have the time for it, maybe I'll toss a multi or 2. And if I get it, sure. If I don't get it, whatever. It's more shards for the pile.
Yeah. All right. Let's continue there. We're not bouncing back so good.
that's still going to be a lot of time for some people. Plus, given that dupes are drastic power increases, it can often feel that if you don't complete the farming for the dupes, the character feels incomplete.
No, they don't. What?
Okay,
What?
Don. I need to ask as someone who does not play this game. Okay. Do the dupes work? Do the dupes work similarly to how Hoyo games work, where
Yes,
they get like an extra ability or
They
something?
do. And I will.
But like,
It's like,
but like,
okay, every character I've played feels like they have a complete kit. I could technically farm for more dupes. I do have dupes. I think I have the second dupe of the lolly girl with the giant sword. I don't even notice that much of a difference. From what I see, she just deals more damage.
again, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Unless I desperately like a character, I'm fine if I can just get them for free.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, quite literally.
That's the reason I went for E2 Archer. I really like him and his gameplay style.
Again, quite literally. Would you rather spend, I don't know, upwards of the equivalent of $200-$300 for E2 of a character?
Or you're being generous. You're being so generous.
I'm being I know I'm being generous, Don, but this is an example. Again, would you rather spend $200-$300 on for like maybe E1, maybe E2 of a character? Or would you rather spend, let's say, a month farming for E2?
You want to know what's really funny about this? I just remembered that there was an argument for okay. I'm remembering when Battlefront 2 Star Wars Battlefront 2 came out and people were like, "Oh, you have to grind for like 40 hours to unlock like Darth Vader." That's a ridiculous grind.
No, 40 hours to just unlock him? No.
No, that is a ridiculous grind, and there could be an argument there where it'd be better to have like a gacha system. There's an argument there, but even then.
But even then, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I would still rather do the grind than I would roll a gacha and just not get him.
Yeah, exactly.
Was it like, again, 40 hours is too much. I would say like maybe 10 hours.
Again, that's why I'm referencing Battlefront 2, because I remember that controversy.
Well, yeah, no. Oh yeah, you still haven't answered my question. What would you rather do? Spend $200-$300 for possibly E2, or grind about a month for E2?
I would rather grind about a month for E2.
Again, like,
it's
right,
just like,
going.
if I like the character, I'm not gonna mind that much. Plus, there's co-op in this game, so you can do things with your friends. It's just. Oh, bad. Let's continue.
Imagine
I haven't gotten angry yet.
What happen is that people will optimize the hell out of this game. Fastest farming routes, fastest teams to do mission types, fastest commission types to run. I tried to unlock a few characters, and I was able to unlock a copy of Sybil in like 30 minutes. Now, since the covert commissions refresh every hour, this means you can wait until you see a mission type that's way shorter to complete. I think the best one out right now is the Dismantle mission type.
Yeah.
You basically zoom across the map and delete the 3 beacon points
Yeah,
in
you
less
get
than
this
a minute.
done mega fast.
I found this to be extremely efficient in farming the shard, and even though part of it does come down to luck, this is what I would do if I wanted to unlock a character fast. I couldn't care less about playing these levels. These are just the means to get what I want, and I want to get past this chore as fast as I can. Circling back to the topic of player retention, for anything that requires a concentrated amount of brain usage, you're gonna get exhausted both mentally and physically, even though you know that the game is
the daily missions don't take not even daily missions. The covert missions for unlocking characters are done really fast. Like, sure, there are some missions that do take like 1 to 2 minutes, and yeah, there are also missions where you can get done within like 30 seconds, but
yeah. Okay, I agree with that. However, what I think he meant is more of the fact of like, you know how in Genshin Impact you have to have like this mental capacity to to perform like certain actions correctly to
basically get a perfect rotation, like making sure to time your E, time your ultimate, your rotation, all that stuff.
Effectively, I think that's what he means, but I do not see a point in that in DuetNightAbyss if quite literally missions take 30 seconds in some cases.
And some missions can take 30 seconds, but other missions can take like 2 minutes, and I won't lie, I do wait for the shorter ones to pop up because, you know, it's way faster. And I don't exactly see that as like a negative, and this is also its first patch. Yeah. Honestly, the developers are probably going to make it where the ones people don't like, they're probably going to change it to where people like them more. So don't really see the issue. Yeah. And I don't see the issue about complaining about, oh, this one takes less time to do than that one, and it's bad, it's being exploited. It's like, how is that bad?
It's called game design.
Yeah, it's called
it's called game design, and it's called human thinking. Would you rather do something that takes longer, or something that takes that takes a shorter amount of time to get the same reward?
You always want to go the shorter route. Time is limited.
Yes. Yes, time is limited. Time is a constant.
Fun, you are also likely to mentally associate your exhaustion as a consequence of playing the game. If you take a look at numerously associated both mental tension, for anything that requires a concentrated amount of brain usage, you're gonna get exhausted both mentally and physically. Even though you know that the game is fun, you are also likely to mentally associate your exhaustion as a consequence of playing the game. If you take a look at numerous surveys,
Huh?
What did he
Okay.
even just say there?
Okay, that's grasping at straws at that point.
Can you translate what he said there, Josh?
Okay, effectively what he's saying is that I'm playing the game. Oh no, I'm getting tired, so therefore game equal make me tired.
Huh?
Once
RPG
again,
players grinding for the ultimate weapon be like
again, quite literally what he said is, I will repeat this again. He says games take time. Me tired after playing game. Therefore, even though I have fun with game associated with tired, and it's like, okay,
Also, what do you
but
mean
like
you're gonna get physically exhausted?
you could put the game down whenever.
And
You don't need to grind the 4 or 5 hours that you
now
think
I
you
would
need
I
to.
would somewhat understand if it were like a Dark Souls game. I feel like you would feel
Oh no.
physically exhausted purely from how much you have to concentrate.
Okay, I will say this as someone who has played Elden Ring. I have not completed my run, but I have played Elden Ring, and I know how it is. How it is. Yes, that is very mentally tolling because you have to concentrate and you have to react to movements. So it is understandable that that makes you tired. This does not look like it'll make me tired until I play like 15 hours straight.
Okay, let's continue. Oh,
It's the
boy,
average gamer
man.
exhaustion as a consequence of playing the game. If you take a look at numerous surveys, the average gaming session for a mobile user is around 5 minutes. Now you might argue, well,
Okay.
DuetNight is not a mobile game. Okay, well, did you know that the
Yeah.
platform distribution for players in Genshin Impact, which many would agree to be the benchmark of the gacha industry, about 65% of players are on mobile.
Okay, you're using Genshin Impact as a. Huh?
Why
Okay.
are you Listen, I understand this is going to have a bit of a gotcha like audience, but it's also trying to do its own thing at the same time, and this feels like a bit like an unfair comparison.
I was gonna say the other thing as well. Like, okay, you're comparing Genshin Impact, a very time focused game, to this.
And it's just
To
like I said, this game is it's not wanting you to do like, oh, constant dailies every day. It's like it kind of has a system like that, but it's really quick, really done and over with. You're going to be spending a lot of time in the grinding mines.
Also, the other thing as well. This is 2025 Genshin Impact. Like you're not comparing it to Patch 1 Genshin Impact, which would be more reasonable.
Yeah, true.
mobile. A large portion of the player base for these games are on their phones. You can see how we might be running into a problem here. Mobile games are designed for quick bursts of playtime during your breaks or lunch. It was never meant to be played for prolonged periods. Absence mixed
So then save that for when you get home.
And
What's
I
the
would
issue with
very
that?
much disagree with that. Fate
Again,
Grand Order would like a word with you.
Again. And what's the problem with waiting until you get home? There's clearly no AP system. You can clearly pick it up whenever you want. So just do your work. I don't know. Do whatever you want during your break. That's something else than this. Then go home once you're not exhausted. Play the game.
And again,
I solved the issue with this game.
and again,
Like, you're assuming
he's trying to say that like gacha gamers are almost like, it kind of bothers me they're equating it to like Call of Duty casuals. It's like, at least from what I met, if you're a gacha gamer, you're pretty hardcore about that. You're not just doing like 5 minutes every day.
No.
You're like completing all the events. You're trying to get the best stuff for your character. You're investing a lot of time onto this. Because it's just for your dailies or something, sure, it's like really quick and done, but you're still in the deep grind.
Yeah. Again, it's like, again, just Just what are you trying? What is your argument here? Like,
Yeah, that
I,
that is
I,
that is a common thing I've heard people say about this review. Let's continue.
yeah, again, it's like again, you can play when you get home. You don't need to play during your break hour because there's a skill that we almost all of us human have called time management. If
Exactly.
if an event takes too much of the block, you are not going to do it on that tiny little block that you have free. You're instead going to do that when you get home or when you have a larger time block.
Exactly.
It's called time management.
All right, let's continue.
Makes the heart grow fonder, if you will. Whether or not DNA system will
Wait,
backfire
wait.
bursts
What?
of playtime during your breaks or lunch. It was never meant to be played for prolonged periods. Absence makes the heart grow fonder, if you will.
What does the quote have to do with this?
What? Absence. I think that fits for relationships, yes, but for a gacha game, I don't feel more attracted
Okay.
because I'm spending time away from it. If anything, I think it's kind of the reverse.
I was about to say it's kind of the reverse, especially when you're too invested in a story.
Exactly.
Like
So I don't know
like,
what their argument is.
well, actually, wait, no. Didn't he just go back on his point? Okay, that quote completely nullifies his argument because he literally says you gotta stay. He literally says, "Oh, stay away and you'll appreciate the game more." But his previous argument was, "Oh, you have to play during your work time." What is this video?
That's what I'm wondering.
Whether or not DNA system will backfire is anyone's guess. Now you may be wondering, alright genius, if you think both having stamina or not having it are bad ideas, then what do you suggest? Oh, I got a suggestion alright, but it's never going to be implemented. I propose that you just need to get rid of all the methods to upgrade a character. You don't need to farm materials to level or ascend them. You don't need to level or ascend weapons. Get rid of the demon wedge system. Get rid of leveling skills. When you get a character, you can passively level them from running stages, but that's it. When you get a weapon, you already have it at the strongest point it can be. Your skills can be passively leveled or unlocked as a flat version that doesn't change. No RNG gear system as well. You can switch between different...
You're asking.
Aren't you killing the entire point of the game then?
Okay, you know what he's asking for? He's asking for a single player RPG game.
It kind of already is with co-op elements.
Like he's asking for a bare bones RPG.
Yeah, like, basically.
Like, okay, so you want to take out the ascending system? Okay, so you want basic? So he basically wants Final Fantasy.
He basically wants it where you get the character already max ascended. You don't have to grind them, and it's just like at that point it's a different game. It's not even the same thing. You're not fixing issues at this point. You're just changing the game entirely.
You're changing the game to benefit yourself. What if I like the ascension system?
What if I like doing the grinding to get a character stronger? That's the entire appeal of like the Disgaea franchise. And it's like
the entire appeal of the RPG in general. It's the entire desire for RPGs in general. Again, there's literally been a study that says human like it when number go up.
Yes.
Human does not like it when number is stagnant or goes down.
It's just
So what you're saying is you want to eliminate humanity's happiness with having every character be level 80, a max idol and max everything the moment you get them.
If you got that, then what is the point in playing the game?
Okay, I do need to say this. Okay, in Limbus Company, we only have two ways to max a character, or technically 3 ways. We have the ego system, which you have to basically max limit break. You have the IDs, which you have to also max limit break, and then you also have leveling. So even though we have less, numbers still go up. Numbers still go up. Be happy when number go up.
I'm always happy when a number goes up.
Again, me happy when number go up, even if there's less requirements.
All right, I'm gonna go back a little bit in the video because I want to believe we misheard something.
I'm confused and bewildered.
All right. Let's.
You don't need to level or ascend weapons. Get rid of the Demon Wedge system. Get rid of leveling skills. When you get a character, you can passively level them from running stages, but that's it.
I'm gonna let him finish a little.
You already have it at the strongest point it can be. Your skills can be passively leveled or unlocked as a flat version that doesn't change. No RNG gear system as well. You can switch between different skill sets, but you don't need to grind for this. I think the only way you can solve the stamina issue is to just remove what you are using it for. Obviously, for mobile games that incentivize daily logins, this absolutely cannot happen. So my suggestion will just forever be that. I would also like to comment on the gacha list system as well. Despite not having a stamina system, you'll still be barred by the rate you can acquire them. This system is great if you have a lot of time to game and find the grind to be addicting. I'm sure there will be a crowd for it. I overall think this system is fine, just not that much of an improvement over a traditional gacha system. If you
I'm gonna let you shoot first.
Hi, Emmy.
Hi, sweetie. Okay. We're actually reacting to a really bad review of DuetNightAbyss, and we're kind of losing our minds.
By the way. Yeah, this is a recording, by the way.
Yeah.
So everything you say will be live on Don's channel.
Yeah. Are they there?
I think we killed him.
Okay, we'll just wait a bit.
Okay. Anyways, okay. So what you're saying is, you do not want shards. Like, it is not an improvement that you're able to get a character for free. What are you asking? Are you asking to get the money on top of getting the character for free?
They're asking. They basically want the character from the start to basically be like the equivalent of Eidolon 6. They want max refinement of weapons. They want the characters and weapons at max level. They want to take away the entire grinding system of the Demon Wedge system. And they also want it to be like, oh, you can like swap skill sets and such. And it's like, then what game are you playing? What audience would you be appealing to?
Was it like quite literally? It's just go play. Not even an RPG. Like what? Okay, what game even is there where number does not go up?
It's just like
I don't think there's a system I don't think there's a system at all where like number doesn't go up or go down.
The only issue I have with the gacha list system is there is RNG to getting character shards, because you get a secret letter for the characters, you do a commission, there's like, I think a 20% chance or something for it to be 2 character shards. It's a 10% chance for it to be 10 character shards.
I mean, it could be a lot better. You could go by Limbus's strategy, funny enough.
Or you could just have it where you complete the commission and you get 1 character shard. Honestly, I would rather have that.
Honestly, that would be better. I was going to say in Limbus's strategy, you get a box which gives you a 33% chance to give you 1, 2, or 3 shards.
Yeah, is Emmy muted or what?
I think they're like fixing their stuff.
Possibly.
Yeah, because we cannot hear them.
Yeah. So
they're probably connected to something else.
Oh man, I don't think they're gonna bounce back from this, Josh.
Mm-hmm.
Let's continue.
You don't want to spend hours of your time on this though. The only alternative will be to pay up. But hey, a valid argument is that you won't have to risk random chances to save up for months just to not get what you want. If you put in the effort, you will get the character. However, there are people that think otherwise. This is gonna sound insane, but gambling is really fun.
Gosh, I wish my model could show off.
Oh, hi, Emmy.
Right now.
I mean, not incorrect. That rush of getting
okay,
5-star.
Okay, Emmy. As much as I agree with you, and I do agree with you, I like to do my I'd like to do my gambling in the least amount of way possible. I mean, do you want me to just go to Vegas right now and spend $2,000?
Oh no!
And lose everything?
Just okay. There is an argument to be made that you do get a bit of a dopamine rush when you win, But the dopamine rush ain't worth the amount of money.
It's
not even close.
It's not. I'd rather grind out the show. I'd rather grind it out.
And if you're gonna gamble, it would honestly be a better investment to gamble in Las Vegas or such. Although, funny enough, I've actually heard that that gambling businesses are at risk because more people are actually gambling in gachas than going to casinos.
Yes, they are. That's the worst part. So
I can't even necessarily blame people, because it's like, you go to a casino, you're surrounded by all these weirdos and such.
All these weirdos, all these drunk people probably on some type of drugs. I don't know.
But with this, you're gambling for like the waifu and such. It feels more personal, so to say.
As someone said, you're rolling for the PNG of a character.
I'm not. Yeah. Let me say this right now. I'm not encouraging this. But I can understand why people would choose gacha over actual gambling. Well, yeah, I'll put it that way.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Let's see what else.
Let's see how they cook and how the pot explodes.
Let's see the impossible.
There are people out there that play gacha games precisely because of the thrill.
Is that Grand Blue?
Think about.
Did he really just say that?
How much have you been pausing, for fuck's sake?
But gambling is really fun. There are people out there that play gacha games precisely because of the thrill.
And those people really should not be playing gacha just for that.
No. I'm just saying no, because like what?
Okay. I've known a number of gacha players. I have a lot of people in my community that play gacha games. I can't think of a single person that wanted to play a gacha game just because gambling. They usually want to play it because character good, story good, gameplay good. And the gacha is just something where they're like, I just gotta put up with it.
I think of Noir sometimes. I don't know why. I think of Noir, specifically Noir's JP account.
Okay. Oh, boy.
Think about how good it felt to land that 5-star in a single pull, while the rest of the plebeians had to go to pity for the same thing. Now,
the fuck is bright pigment? Oh.
Bro, what are you even? Oh my gosh.
How much have you been pausing? Jesus Christ.
Consider it's probably been like an hour.
Talk.
It's probably been like an hour.
It's been.
Wait, you've been watching this video for 2 hours?
1 hour.
I want to think that the no gacha option is still better than
technically 30
one,
minutes. Actually,
though I feel as if DNA's approach may not be what some mobile gamers are looking for. So here's what I propose to be the true solution to the no gacha problem. You still have daily missions and events that give out the gacha tokens at a controlled rate. However, when you go into the gacha screen, instead of seeing the 1 or 10 pull option, you just see a single button. 10,000 gems to get this character. No gambling here. If you click the button, you will get it. There's no ambiguity or 50-50 rate of chances.
Isn't that...
That's just guaranteed SSR.
That's guaranteed SSR, but... If you... Okay. Let's humor this for a moment. Aren't you still grinding the same amount of, like, limited currency just to hit that pity counter? And you can't even rely on, like, hitting, getting a character early or such. It
also kind of completely defies his point.
It does, because then it actually makes the game more pay to win. Because imagine in Honkai Star Rail, it's like, oh, I have like 2 or 3 multis. Maybe I'll get the character. No, now it's, if you don't have 120 pulls worth of currency, you're not getting the character. Everyone's account would have so many less characters.
Oh, and the other thing as well, you'd have to buy premium currency now.
Yeah, you would have to buy so much more premium currency. Dude, what are you on right now?
Let's go gambling.
Ugh.
Gamble Core.
And they took out the gacha system for a reason. Oh my gosh.
No, they took out the gacha system because they knew the game wasn't going to be good, and if they removed it, they would create an incentive for people
No,
to
the
play it, and
game
it
is
worked.
good. The game is good. The problem is that it's not good enough to compete with all the other bigger gachas, and they had to do something to make them stand out.
Surprisingly, it's starting
And
a
it
new age of
worked.
gacha. Surprisingly, it's starting a new age of gachaless gacha.
Yes, and I hope more games take
And
suit.
and at that point, that's not a gacha; it's just anime game.
Yeah,
Which, yes, pretty
anime
much just
game, game, gacha game, but no gacha.
again, anime game.
Yeah, basically anime game.
All right, let's
But
see.
I
let's
guess
see
the
what
big
else.
difference is most normal games, you don't get nearly this amount of characters to play with and constantly updated. You can argue MMO. Oh, actually, we go from gacha to MMORPG, or a new type of, like a blend of MMO and gacha.
In
Not-
MMOs,
I was
you
like,
get
not even
in
MMO.
MMOs you get 1-2. Like the closest game to it, and funnily enough, it's the game that closely resembles to this game is Warframe. That
Yeah.
game you get like 30,000 Warframes.
Yeah, you get 30,000.
Wait, did you say there's like 30,000 Warframe clones?
No,
No,
it's
there's
stupid.
30,000 actual Warframes.
Oh, okay.
Warframes are art characters you get in the game. Stupid.
Oh. I don't play Warframe, so I didn't know. Alright, let's continue.
We retain the casual nature of gacha games while getting rid of the
There's no casual nature, it's pay to... I'm continuing.
Please
gambling
just
aspect.
like,
If
God
there's
damn
a
it, just
gacha
stop
game
pausing.
willing to go this route, that'd be something I praise all day. Overall, I think DNA systems are fine. I think it does things differently enough that people will be giving it a fair shot. It's just not what I believe to be objective improvements over what gacha games have had in the past. Of course,
It
that doesn't
absolutely
exactly
is an
mean gacha
improvement.
is taken out of the game for good. DNA is using a cosmetics-focused monetization approach. While there are many deals in the game accessories and full outfits, the upper echelon of the cosmetics goes to these gacha skins. I suspect it's something like this what happened, since the game still has to make some money somehow. This means they're gonna be a bit more stingy with the skins. As you can see, the rates are really not in your favor here. A 0.3% chance to land a premium cosmetic, and it's split into different
Okay.
rewards. Now, when a gacha gets transferred to
You want to know the funny thing? Right here.
Yeah.
You actually want to lose and get the 50 here. Because then you can actually buy 2 of the skins in the in-game store.
So it's incentivizing you to lose your 50-50.
Yeah, in a way, like you can still get a gold, but if you don't get the outfit and you get these instead, you can still buy the outfit in the
This
in-game
is
store.
not gamble. This is not gambling. In gambling, you're supposed to lose. You're not losing with this.
Yeah,
No, but if you
I
get the skin,
guess.
no, but if you get the skin, you get the skin, you get the aura, you get the aura, you get the weapon. If you get the thing, you get the whole package.
I haven't really touched
I
the
still don't care
outfit gotcha because,
I still don't care.
well,
enough, by the
personally,
way.
I'm waiting for an outfit that interests me more.
Mhm.
And yes, sweetie, I am going to constantly pause when we have something to talk about, or otherwise we constantly interrupt what he's saying and lose track of it.
land a premium cosmetic, and it's split into different rewards. Now, when a gacha gets transferred to a skin gacha, then the value of it becomes a lot more subjective. After all, how much would you be willing to pay for this? Some people absolutely don't care about skins. Some people play games because of them. Since the characters are farmable, this gives room for the developer.
Okay, that kind of... Okay, if that were true, that they only play for skins, let's look at the most popular gacha right now. Well, I don't know, like, the top 5, but I know
the
that
most popular
Genshin
gacha right now.
is among them, and they're pretty bad with their skins, I'm just saying.
He's only been talking about Hoyoverse, by the way.
I mean, the only gacha games I've played are X-Dive Online, Hoyoverse games, and Fate Grand Order. Oh, and Wuthering
Yeah,
Waves. And
you play too
Duet
much Hoyo
Night
stuff.
Abyss is a pseudo gacha, I guess.
Yeah, you need to play other gacha games.
I don't want
Oh,
to
no,
play
she
other
doesn't.
gacha games.
No, she doesn't.
Anyways, look, she's got to get variety somehow. You can't only eat
Yeah,
pizza.
obviously.
Yeah, obviously she needs variety. Anyways,
Let's continue.
To be as stingy as they want with the skins, and you really can't argue against it. If they wanted to make some $60 skins, some $200
hi, DK.
skins, you know what I'm saying? Then they're kind of free to do so. You can bet that you won't be getting a lot of free pulls here. I would also like to point out that DNA is definitely not the first to have a skin gacha. There are numerous examples of older
Yeah,
gachas
even
that
Honkai
have had
Impact
this
3rd does
approach.
that.
It just happens to be the first that's also a high budget release. Me personally, I don't have a problem with this, but that's mainly because I don't really care about cosmetics most of the time. There will be people that really want these skins, so the skin gacha really isn't something I can make a good objective judgment on. People often argue about what is considered as pay to win. How since it's just cosmetics, there's absolutely no paying
considering
involved.
your idea, yeah,
However,
yeah.
if your
that's
win
a big
condition
win.
is to have the coolest looking skins, well in that case, DNA will be pay to win. For you, specifically.
That doesn't even... What?
He's making a point. Don't worry about it. He's not being like genuinely serious.
No, he is being
Yeah.
genuinely serious.
No. There won't be a
So
market
we've
for
talked
being
about
cooler.
everything unique DNA has to offer, and I think the gacha list character system, lack of stamina, and the cosmetic space monetization
I was going to say
are
something
all
though, like, you
mostly
know
okay.
what, yeah,
I'm sure
you're
they
right.
will appeal to a certain fan base that will support the game because of it. However, I believe DuetNightAbyss suffers from one major issue, something that's way harder to fix and something more ingrained in its
no.
systems.
What else is
the
it missing?
gameplay is just kinda boring. I mean, I understand that there's all sorts of tricks and maneuvers you can do, except for the week I played this game, I just spammed live click and felt I was never challenged. I feel like there's no synergy between a character's kit and how you can express them. The different moves you can do just feel like
Win
different
rate.
variations of the same attack. Because of how you can only on-field one character at a time, you can't do any elemental interactions where
Win rate.
Wait, elemental interact... Comparing it to Genshin again, I see.
Win rate.
rotations with other characters in the party. I've also read in the reports on the movement not feeling as smooth, but I'm assuming this is fixable. What
What do you mean it doesn't
Win
feel
rate.
smooth? That's
Win
just a
rate.
lie.
Something that you cannot change is the very nature of the gameplay. I thought maybe they would have done something different apart from the early beta
Just hit win
launch,
rate.
but now that the game is out, it almost makes me think that they've dedicated most of the resources to revamping the progression system and left the gameplay
Yeah.
design as is. I mean, in my eyes, the
Yeah.
gameplay is the beating heart of the game. I can put up with a stingier system if the gameplay is good, but if it's not fun, then even the most generous gacha system can't save you. Now, I normally don't comment on the nature of gameplay since it makes no sense for me to argue that a 3D brawler is better than tower defense.
It
Oh,
makes
right,
no
tower
sense. What do you
defense.
mean it makes
In
no
the
sense?
context of an
You're
action
playing a
brawler,
video
I
game.
feel
If
like
the
DNA
gameplay is
just
not
doesn't
good,
have
die.
much for me to chew on. Now, maybe there's
Grand
something I'm
Blue.
not getting, but during my time playing, I just wiped the floor on every stage just by spamming normal attacks on my ult ability. So I didn't see a reason to learn enemy attacks or adapt a different strategy.
Wait, so, Emmy,
In
what does
other
this mean
action
for me
brawlers,
and
you
my-
have
and my
different
dark
team
team?
members meant to
Hi,
play their
Tribe
roles,
9.
and it's satisfying.
Hi, Tribe
Huh?
9.
See,
Oh.
okay, I'm noticing a pattern with this.
Hi, Tribe 9.
It's not... It's not like Genshin, it's not like Zenless, it's not like Tribe 9, where there's this, like, super synergy you can use with, like, multiple characters. No, you have one character out, and then you have you have two AI companions that just do their own thing. Yeah, there are some that, like, buff you and such, but it's not like this super synergistic thing that you can time or such. In a way, it's a little more casual with the gameplay, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's like you're complaining about the game not being something you want it to be. It's like,
I mean, again, if I really want to be Unga Bunga brain dead, I can just hit win rate or, use the darkness strategy that Emmy told me where I just don't die in Grand Blue.
Trying to pull off a tight rotation or see how your team comes together. Here though, everyone is just kind of expected to do damage, and it's not exactly creative how they do it. There's no opportunity for me to know that I'm doing something wrong, as long as you can maintain your character and weapon levels and get some
okay, I will argue against that. Try playing the simulated universe equivalent, and you will quickly realize that No,
Damn
you
it.
need to learn how to dodge some bosses' attack patterns because they hit really hard. And in that mode, you can't bring your relics with you. So you are at the mercy of RNG for like what you get. It's like, Josh, imagine playing the simulated universe, but everyone has no relics. Suddenly, what you pick and choose is a lot more valuable.
Yeah.
Decent demon wedges, you won't be in any danger most of the time. My guess is that eventually some of the endgame content will be harder and more
look, it's
centered
Billy.
around co-op teams with distinct roles during
Okay, I just have to say, this character right here, so freaking broken. Like,
Again, Billy the Kid.
literally auto aims from like, you see where that rock is in the in like the background to the left?
Okay, no, I know.
Yeah, shoots all the way over there and then some.
Again, as I said, Billy the Kid.
Actually, are we still on the topic of gameplay?
Yeah,
Go for it.
go ahead.
Okay, it's just my favorite mobile game of all time. It's a Final Fantasy Opera Omnia Dissidia. In that game, what you did is you pulled for weapons and it gave characters weapons and more moves. So you like quote unquote paid for reworks and buffs, or, like pulled for reworks and buffs. But my God, it was so fun. So you understand me, it was a turn-based, and
Yeah.
it's so you understand me, Don. It's basically like imagine you had limited uses of your like infinite uses of your skills in HSR with no skill points involved. Same with ultimates, but you get a limited amount of them per stage. That's how it worked. But man, it really didn't matter. It felt so good getting those things.
Hmm.
Like
Huh.
gameplay is important. Gameplay is important in gacha games, of course. But
Yeah.
well, uh,
As long as what you're doing feels good, it doesn't have to be the deepest thing out there.
Oh yeah.
I mean, heck, look at Honkai Star Rail. It is a pretty simple game, all things considered, unless you're like trying to be a sweat in like endgame.
Just hit win rate, Lamau.
You have more interactable elements with other players and how you all come together to contribute. I know some of the demon wedges change your playstyle quite drastically, with some even adjusting your movesets, though I never got too deep enough into the game to know if it truly matters that much.
It does.
My own prediction is that the game will do well enough to garner and maintain a player base. I don't think it's going to reach the upper echelon of gacha gaming revenues, and I predict that not a lot of games will follow suit what DNA is doing.
I mean, I don't even know if it's trying to. The fact
It's just trying to
that
be a
it
fun game.
abandoned its gacha system. I mean,
It's not-
I would love to be proven wrong on this, but as long as it gets like a good amount of money, like it doesn't have to be like the top 10 gacha games, but if it like, okay, we all know about the gacha revenue charts. If it like comes into like the top 30 or something, I think that's pretty damn good for a gacha list system.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Yeah,
don't
numbers
understand
was
what their
not-
point
not
is
30.
here.
Sorry to say it,
I
I
don't know.
highly respect Pan Studios' decision to remove the character gacha, but let's not kid ourselves. Skins are just not as profitable as trying to capture whales with dupes and signature weapons.
Did he
Not
just accuse the
incorrect.
game of not being predatory enough?
I mean, have you seen Uma
no,
Musume and JP?
no. He's just saying that if you make it skins, you're not gonna get as much money, and that is objectively correct.
Well, yeah, it is. But there
Talking
are
too
some
much of
people
this
who
from a
are that
business
desperate enough,
standpoint.
though.
The current models of traditional stamina and gacha systems work so well that I really think there's just no point of taking the risk of going the gacha skin route for a lot of developers. No, I don't think DuetNightAbyss will kill gacha games or reform them to a great extent. The
Who will kill gacha games?
I
The
would- I
gacha
would
game
love for
killer.
it to. I would love
The
for
gacha
it to
game killer.
evolve gacha games to a better format.
The TF2 killer.
impact of the decision to remove stamina and character gacha will be fairly minimal in the grand scheme of things. The monotonous gameplay is something that's a bit more subjective, though I feel this is a much harder problem to tackle than performance or game economy issues. This is my main concern when playing the game, and for me, it leaves a lot to be desired. If you ask me how DuetNightAbyss
Yeah.
will perform in the long run, I think it will do just fine. Maybe not to the extent of the other giants in the industry, but for a new studio, I would say it's pretty solid overall. I think the music, the story, and the general quality should be praised for a studio's first real attempt at a large title. I think the innovations
with
to
how
go the
dark it
gacha-less
gets.
route and removing the stamina system are fine. They're
I've seen
not what I
darker.
consider to be the ideal solutions to the problem they're meant to be addressing, but it's different enough that people will find interest in it. It just depends how this will all pan out in the long term. The monetization is mainly cosmetic space, and they're going to get a little stingy on that. My biggest gripe right now is the lack of interactivity in the gameplay, and this will be a much bigger issue to handle than the other items on the list. And even though it might not be for me,
Again, it's not trying to be something like that. Ugh.
I can see how the game can have an addictive grind for the right players, and this is a game I overall would have no problems recommending to others to try. This is gonna be one of those games I'll check back in a year to see how well it's doing. When I first heard the news that DNA was removing the gacha, I thought this might have actually been a turning point in the genre, and when other studios see the success it's getting from this decision, they'd follow suit. Now though, I look at the game and think, yeah, I guess that's also another way to monetize the game. Sure, why not? Games will always ask for a lot of your time or money, and I can see that DNA just happened to choose the former. Thank you for tuning in to this first impressions review of DuetNightAbyss. Let me know what you think of the game down below. If you want to catch more gacha reviews and analysis like this, you know what to do. If you also want to catch more opinionated,
Wow, this, the reputation this video has for being, way too gacha-brained is, pretty accurate.
Mm-hmm. Y'all know what my final thoughts on this are?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to Vegas.
It just... I don't
So
understand what he wants from this game. He keeps wanting to change, like, the core systems and then making it into something where it's no longer even trying to appeal to, like, the people it's trying to appeal to.
Again, the thing that I'm more annoyed about is the fact that he just contradicts himself.
He does contradict himself a number of times.
Like he just contradicts himself, and it just makes his point even worse.
It's just like, yeah, just make it where you get the character at max level from the start, the weapon at max level, max refinement from the start, eidolons at the start, and just have it where, oh, you swap skill sets. Then it's just like, then what would there even be to do in the game? It's like, it's not a Genshin Impact styled game where there's a lot of stuff to explore. There is some stuff to explore, but it's nowhere near the level of, like, Genshin. So what would people do once they have the character?
Again, imagine what would one person do if they have all the characters?
Yeah, it's like that. Now, having the characters isn't the issue. It's like taking away, like, the reason to, like, try to make them the best you can. It's like, it's like you play Honkai Star Rail and everyone's at, like, Eidolon 6 right at the start. I don't really know where I'm going with this, but it's just like, now everything is like, there's no grind or anything, and now the only thing to keep you there for Honkai Star Rail with no grind or anything is just the events, story, and a bit of exploration.
Well, fucking thank you, because there are a lot of games where dupes matter nothing. Well, dupes matter shit. In fact, I am going to take, I'm gonna go to our server and go to the Arknights channel and go up because I have a screenshot of me having a character with, to be more specific, 3 dupes. Not because I pulled, not because I actively went for them, because it just happened.
Yeah.
Let's see. So, in Arknights, it's a tower defense game, and each unit has a cost to be placed. The first dupe reduces this cost by 1. The second dupe, if the unit gets knocked out, it takes 6 less seconds to be able to be deployed again. The third dupe gives a flat 23 attack increase. Yeah, you're hearing that right? Flat
Flat.
23 attack increase. That's it.
That's very small.
The fourth dupes gives their passive a 5% their second passive a 5% increase, and the final dupe reduces the placement cost by 1 again. The point I'm trying to make is you get the full character at full power with just the first pull.
Mm-hmm.
There is no issue in making the dupe system completely useless. Arknight does it. Arknight is beautiful.
I mean, again, quite literally, as I said before several times, what's it called? There's no reason to pull for dupes on Limbus. Besides shards, I guess, but like...
But
you
yeah,
just grind those.
getting back to DuetNightAbyss, if they had it where you get the character at max level, max Eidolon equivalent, you get the weapon at max level, R5 or whatever its limit is. I actually haven't super refined weapons, so I don't know yet. And you also have it where basically the character's like at full power from the start. Then what are you even doing in the game anymore? Because then you have everything at like full power, and the only thing around to keep you is the story, which granted is really damn good, and the events and what you can farm within the game. Except now you take away most of the time you spent with like grinding, and like what is there to keep you interested in the game?
Hello, Noir. Hello, Noir.
The game itself.
Well, again, the game is meant to be grindy. That's its nature. So you take that away, and then, well, you take away the satisfaction people feel from playing the game, where they spend a bit of time to upgrade their character, and they see them get stronger. As Josh said, people like it when numbers go bigger.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I've said this multiple times, they want the game to be something it's not.
What are you talking about? Like, what did I come in on?
A recording of a reaction to Duet Night Abyss. A really bad review that kind of misses a lot of the point.
Like, what game? Oh, yeah, it's a game that you playing, yeah.
Yeah, Duet Night Abyss. Yeah, we just reached the end of the video and are now giving like our closing thoughts.
The closing
so
thought.
I'm in the recording?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have anything to say.
You can say
You
hi.
can just say hi, YouTube. You can say hi, YouTube.
Hi, YouTube. I'm this dumbass's manager.
Yay. But yeah, my closing thoughts, Noir, were I'm going to Vegas.
Okay.
My closing thoughts for it: just have fun as a game. You get characters that like, no matter what, like it's free. Just have fun with it.
Yep.
Exactly.
If you like it, you like it. If you don't like it, you don't like it.
Yeah. Again,
don't complain about free things. Just accept it.
That's the crazy thing is he kind of had arguments saying like, okay, this is gonna sound insane, but there are people out there that would rather gamble to get the character than grind to get the character for a few hours.
That is not incorrect. That's not incorrect. I've seen someone on Twitter say that very same thing.
Yeah.
They're probably a whale.
Again, basically the entire point of this was yes, free characters are good, but what if we gambled for free characters?
Like literally, they said like, it's like, oh, there are some people out there, like the core gacha audience is just like, we like to win big, and that's why we'd rather deal with this than. And this is the part where I really went in on this video. He said, I'd rather possibly win big than spend 2 to 3 hours grinding for a character to get basically the equivalent of E6.
Again, gamble core. Let's
Just-
go gambling.
Just think about that for a moment. Like in Hawkeye Star Rail terms, I would gladly grind even 5 hours to get like my Casterus to E6 compared to choosing like the typical gacha. It's like, I don't know who this person is talking to, but they're trying to equate gacha players to like being like really casual, don't want to grind. It's just like, hello, have you ever met Fate Grand Order players? They grind a lot, I would know.
That's why I stopped playing the game.
We're a special kind of like
Yes.
masochism.
Well, also,
Yeah, so-
just even the Hoyoverse games, people spend a lot of time grinding their characters, not with, like, hours a day, but, like, combined to, like, get, like, the perfect RNG drops and such, and it's just like... This video showed that you literally can't be too gacha-brained.
Mm-hmm.
Where you're literally complaining about something and just being like, oh, it's not like the bigger gachas, because it's like trying to do its own thing. It's trying to do its own thing, and it's being a lot more player friendly.
I was gonna ask. Oh yeah, Emmy, is it a good time for me to say? Is it a good time to join Arknights?
Um, you have
I mean,
2 days to
Enfield
get
is
the
coming out, which is basically Arknight's Genshin.
No, I wasn't talking. I wasn't talking about
no.
Enfield.
The thing is, yeah, the Arknights, the original game. Well, honestly, there's never really a bad time. It's just the best time to do so are always when there's a limited banner, which you get the free singles every day, and that's
Yeah, I
kind
just-
of over. So I mean, you can, but if you want to, I would say wait 3 months. Because actually, who is it? Who is it? Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Alright, I think I should probably end the video here. It's like 1 hour,
Yeah,
21 minutes. Gosh, we paused and talked so much.
Yeah.
Thank you all
Wait,
so much
what?
for watching my reaction to this, as well as Josh's reaction, and surprise guests by my boyfriend and my manager.
Hello.
Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and especially tell me if you want to see me reacting to other videos like this in the future. Thank you so much,
Oh dear.
and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye!